Please be seated. Thank you. Thank you for granting me the privilege of serving you as in the state's most renowned deliberative body, the West Virginia Senate. I am truly honored, I am deeply humbled, and I am inspired to assist you in your efforts to revolutionize West Virginia. President John F. Kennedy said, "Change is the law of life, and those who look only to the past are certain to miss the future." We can learn much from these words. Our time as lawmakers is limited. If we spend these precious moments we have during this 60-day session dwelling on the past, we will miss our chance to define West Virginia's future. With an historic election, the citizens of West Virginia have firmly secured a two-party system for this great state. They have overwhelmingly validated a bold pro-growth agenda. The voters chose quite clearly to trust in a new direction and to take the next step toward prosperity. All of us agree that citizens want, need, and deserve jobs in a growing economy. This important goal deserves our full effort and our attention. So let us not focus on matters that separate and divide us into categories. For united, we will succeed in bringing prosperity to our citizens. And divided, our efforts will fail. I see in this Senate a unique opportunity for a new beginning. For each senator gathered in this chamber today, there are thousands of people depending on you to shape a brighter future. We must never forget that the people we should serve the most are sometimes the people society has served the least. We must take care of our children, we must protect our seniors, and we must honor our veterans. Abraham Lincoln once said, "You could not escape the responsibility of tomorrow by evading it today." And perhaps no group of senators in our state's history has more responsibility on its shoulders than does this group today. My fellow senators, our state is in trouble. There is no way to sugarcoat it or to make it sound less unpleasant. Our citizens have the lowest per capita income in America and are among the poorest in the country. West Virginia does have the lowest workforce participation rate in our nation. Our coal industry has been decimated, and a drug abuse crisis of epic proportions is destroying families and killing our young people. We are the only state to have lost population over the last 50 years. These and other failing statistics portray a state in desperate need of a new direction. Now, all that sounds pretty hopeless, doesn't it? However, as Dale Carnegie said, most of the important things in the world have been accomplished by people who have kept on trying when there seemed to be no hope at all. And I am asking you today to keep on trying for West Virginia. Our citizens in this state are worth the fight. The problems that confront us transcend partisan solutions, and I believe that each of you chose to become a senator because you want to chart a course for progress and to do the right thing. And while by the very nature of the political system we may differ on what is meant by the right thing, I have no doubt that whether you are a Republican or whether you are a Democrat, you are here because your love of the state of West Virginia and serving its people is your guiding star. In his State of the Union address in 1985, President Ronald Reagan said, "We believe faith and freedom must be our guiding stars, for they show us truth, they make us brave, give us hope, and leave us wiser than we were." Ladies and gentlemen, the work we undertake this legislative session will not be for the faint of heart. It will display our bravery. And fellow senators, when we see the benefits of our work in more jobs, better schools, and a stronger economy, it will give people hope. The experiences we share as we work together to make these changes will bind us as brothers and sisters and leave us wiser than we were. We, in this room, in this Senate, in this year, can change the course of history for the families and precious citizens of West Virginia. And so, against the voices that seek to weaken our resolve through threats of special interest groups, let us remember the unemployed worker striving for the dignity of wages to feed his family and gain our strength. And against those who wish to slow our pace with the burden of the status quo, let us imagine the hopelessness of a person who is addicted to drugs, in need of a goal with a positive future, and gain our strength. And against those seeking to dampen our spirits and concerns about the next election, let us realize that doing the right thing carries its own reward, that a clear conscience is priceless, and gain our strength. Ladies and gentlemen of the Senate and honored guests, each new legislature begins with an optimistic vision for crafting the policies that will launch this state on an exciting path of progress and prosperity. Perhaps now more than ever before does the bright sunshine of opportunity pervade the halls of our state capitol. I firmly believe that the 83rd West Virginia Senate, of which each of you are such a vital part, offers the best potential in more than 80 years to correct the fundamental problems that cause our economy to be stagnant, jobs to be scarce, and our population to decline. These are exciting times to be a West Virginian. A new President of the United States is poised to lift the heavy boot of federal overregulation from the neck of West Virginia, which will enable our workers to again provide necessary energy resources and their byproducts to our state, nation, and world. Our new governor-elect is committed to jobs. And my hope is that every citizen of our great state will seize this moment with unbridled enthusiasm and an immediate sense of urgency. This is an incredible time for our state, with amazing progress just beyond the horizon. My fellow senators, the theme of this 83rd West Virginia Senate must be jobs. There is a value to a job that goes beyond a paycheck. There is dignity, there is honor, and a self-worth of contributing to the good of society and setting an example for one's children. People engaged in careers with responsibility and goals will ultimately solve our budget crisis and many of our social ills. So our primary task is to structure a system that enables the private sector creation of jobs. To accomplish this goal, we have much to do in a limited time frame. The precious citizens of West Virginia desperately await our action. You are not here by accident. Each of you has been blessed with a unique mix of talent and ability that is perfectly suited for this moment in history. Poets capture moments such as this with words that make our hearts soar. And for me, a verse from the poem by Edward Markham perfectly captures the beginning of this 83rd West Virginia legislature with these words: "The task given to each one, no other can do. So the errand has waited. It's waited through the ages for you. And now you appear, and the hushed ones are turning their gaze to see what you will do with your chance in the chamber of days." My fellow senators, these are our days. My fellow senators, this is our moment. This is our chamber. The errand is waiting. West Virginia needs jobs, opportunity, hope, and progress. And millions of people are turning their gaze to see what you will do with this once-in-a-lifetime chance. Ours is a destiny that makes us brothers and sisters. None of us go this way alone. Into these fateful days, we journey together. May God bless each of you and grant that our efforts are worthy of His calling. And may God bless the precious state of West Virginia. Thank you. Thank you. You like it?